Your guide to the 2018 NBA Draft. This draft is a bit different for the Celtics, who are removed from the flurry of trade rumors that come with owning a lottery pick. The 2018 NBA Draft is a bit different for the Celtics than in recent years. They don't have a top 6 pick, as they have had in 3 of the previous 4 drafts, eliminated them from the flurry of trade rumors that come with owning a lottery pick as the draft approaches. Their rebuild has turned into championship contention, as they used those high picks to acquire key core pieces. And they have only 1 pick this year, 27th overall, compared with the 16 picks they made over the last 4 drafts. Ad choice advertising and red invented by Tees. So with that, here is a look at what you need to know leading up to the draft. The Basics advertisement went Thursday, June 21st, where Barclays Center, Brooklyn time, 7 p.m. TV, ESPN format. There are 2 rounds, each with 30 picks. Teams get 5 minutes per pick in the first round and 2 minutes per pick in the second round. Here is the draft order. First round: 1. Phoenix 2, Sacramento 3, Atlanta 4, Memphis 5, Dallas 6, Orlando 7, Chicago 8, Cleveland from Brooklyn via Boston 9, New York 10, Philadelphia from Los Angeles Lakers via Phoenix 11, Charlotte 12, LA Clippers from Detroit 13, LA Clippers 14, Denver 15, Washington 16, Phoenix from Miami 17, Milwaukee 18, San Antonio 19, Atlanta from Minnesota 20, Minnesota from Oklahoma City via Utah 21, Utah 22, Chicago from New Orleans 23, Indiana 24, Portland 25, Los Angeles Lakers from Cleveland 26, Philadelphia 27, Boston 28, Golden State 29, Brooklyn from Toronto 30, Atlanta from Houston via LA Clippers, second round 31, Phoenix 32, Memphis 33, Dallas 34, Atlanta 35, Orlando 36, New York from Chicago via Oklahoma City 37, Sacramento 38, Philadelphia from Brooklyn 39, Philadelphia from New York 40, Brooklyn from Los Angeles Lakers via Toronto and Orlando 41, Orlando from Charlotte via Phoenix and Memphis 42, Detroit 43, Denver from LA Clippers via New York and Philadelphia 44, Washington 45, Brooklyn from Milwaukee 46, Houston from Miami via Memphis 47, Los Angeles Lakers from Denver via Chicago and Utah 48, Minnesota 49, San Antonio 50, Indiana 51, New Orleans 52, Utah 53, Oklahoma City 54, Dallas from Portland via Denver 55, Charlotte from Cleveland via Brooklyn and Philadelphia. Advertisement 56, Philadelphia 57, Oklahoma City from Boston 58, Denver from Golden State 59, Phoenix from Toronto 60, Philadelphia from Houston. Pre-draft reading: Grayson Allen says he's ready for the NBA, and the Celtics are taking a look. How the Celtics draft prep continued amid a deep playoff run. Once a little-known recruit, Jerome Robinson, sees his draft stock skyrocketing. There's never a bad time with DeAndre Ayton, via SI. Luka Doncic's no Darko Milicic Wonder Boy is heading to the NBA, and he's out to change how we think about European imports, via ESPN. Marvin Bagley III is this draft's most NBA-ready player, via The Ringer. Trae Young is putting in work, via B or Mag. One and done is the right move for Duke's Wendell Carter Jr., via The Undefeated. Mo Bamba's growing case as the best player in this draft via ESPN. Fast facts: the draft used to last as long as needed. A year after the 1973 draft lasted 20 rounds, the league implemented a 10-round draft. It was condensed to 7 rounds in 1985, 3 rounds in 1988, and 2 rounds, the current format, in 1989. A record 18 college freshmen were selected in the 2017 NBA draft, 4 more than in 2016. There are 91 early entry candidates in this draft, 79 from college and 12 international players. Initially, 236 players applied for early entry before 145 withdrew. Barring a trade, this will be the first time in franchise history the Suns make the first pick in the draft. Twice previously the Suns have picked second, getting Armen Gilliam, 1987, and Neil Walk, 1969. The Kings, picking second, own their highest selection since 1989, when they picked Pervis Ellison first overall. Advertisement: the last time the Hawks picked third, they drafted Al Horford in 2007. They have picked third 3 other times: Pete Maravich, 1970, Marvin Webster, 1975, and Pau Gasol, 2001. The last time the Grizzlies picked fourth, they drafted Mike Conley in 2007. This will be their highest pick since using the second pick on Hasheem Thabeet in 2009. This marks the first time in more than a decade that the Mavericks have lottery picks in back-to-back drafts. They selected Dennis Smith Jr. 9th overall a year ago. The Clippers have 2 first-round picks for the first time since 2002, when they drafted Chris Wilcox, 8th, and Melvin Ely, 12th. 6 top prospects are listed at 6 feet 10 inches or taller: Arizona's DeAndre Ayton, 7-1, Duke's Marvin Bagley, 3, 6-10, and Wendell Carter Jr. 6-10, Texas's Mohamed I. Bamba, 7-0, Michigan State's Jaren Jackson Jr. 6-11, and Texas A. The last time 6 players measuring 6'10" or taller were drafted in the top 10 was 11 years ago: Greg Oden, Al Horford, Eugene Leon, Brandon Wright, Joakim Noah, and Spencer Hawes. For one high school season, 2015-16, at Hillcrest Prep in Arizona, DeAndre Ayton and Marvin Bagley III were teammates. Ayton was a junior, Bagley a sophomore. More than half, 33, of the 60 players drafted in 2017 logged time in the G League last season. That includes 13 players drafted in the first round. 2/3 of the second-round selections in 2017 played in at least one NBA game last season. Grizzlies forward guard Dillon Brooks, who was picked 45th overall, was the only rookie who played all 82 games. Since 1985, 4-0. 1 overall picks have won NBA titles with the team that picked them: David Robinson, Spurs, drafted in 1987, Tim Duncan, Spurs, 1997, LeBron James, Cavaliers, 2003, and Kyrie Irving, Cavaliers, 2011. Top prospects: DeAndre Ayton, C, Arizona, at 7-1, 243, he is a full-grown adult with an NBA-ready body. His basketball skills just have to catch up to it. Luka Doncic, SF, Real Madrid, Spain. Who really knows about Europeans? Is he Dirk Nowitzki or Darko Milicic? Whoever takes him is gambling. Jaren Jackson Jr., PF, Michigan State. His impact for Michigan State was just average, plus he's a big guy in the wrong era. However, he has skyrocketed toward the top of the first round. Marvin Bagley III, PF, Duke, great all-around skill at 6'10", not just a dunker. And he's a smart player, too. It shouldn't take long for him to be a really good NBA player. Mohamed Bamba, C, Texas, a 7-footer who could probably touch opposite walls in your living room, but his skill level needs a lot of development. Michael Porter Jr., PF, Missouri, he was projected to be the best player in his class, but a back injury limited him to 3 games. Health is the key. Wendell Carter Jr., PF, Duke, he has great overall size at 6'10", 251, and a nice touch inside 10 feet. Not sure about his motor. Miles Bridges, SF, Michigan State, he has some offensive skills, but at his height, 6'7", he'll need to develop a more consistent outside game. Trae Young, PG, Oklahoma, he's small at 6'2", 178, but has a high basketball IQ. A tremendous passer and good shooter, fearless. He might be a liability on defense. Mikal Bridges, SG, Villanova, he played within the winning team concept at Villanova, so he could fit in pretty quickly as a bench player. A willing defender, Lonnie Walker IV, SG, Miami, he's widely talented but also wildly unpredictable. If a team can harness his talent, he has great potential. Colin Sexton, PG, Alabama, a steady point guard who made his teammates better and can also get open for his own shot. Troy Brown Jr., SF, Oregon, he wasn't even the best player on his own college team, but he's made an impression on someone. Kevin Knox, SF, Kentucky, an outstanding shooter who can get his shot off over smaller defenders because he's 6'9". In today's NBA, he'll be a valuable player. Robert Williams, PF, Texas A. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, PG, Kentucky, he had a great season as Kentucky's point guard. His quickness led to easy drives to the basket, plus he's a good passer. Melvin Frazier, SF, Tulane, he was the leading scorer on a 14-17 Tulane team, another player who has impressed the scouts since the college season ended. Zaire Smith, SG, Texas Tech, we saw him in Boston in the NCAA tournament. He plays hard and a lot taller than his 6'4" height. He has the makings of a great defensive player. Elie Okobo, PG, Pau LACQ Orthez, France, a 6'3" guard from France is a mystery to me. Is he better than Frank Ntilikina? Would that matter? Jacob Evans, SG, Cincinnati, he was part of one of the best defensive teams in college. He's not particularly skilled on the offensive end. Kevin Huerter, SF, Maryland, he fits the modern NBA, a player with a good size, 6'7", who's a dangerous outside shooter. Chandler Hutchison, SG, Boise State, a high IQ player who led his team in scoring, rebounding, and assists. He'll find a way to help. Keita Bates-Diop, SF, Ohio State, he was able to play inside and out for the Buckeyes and was part of an unselfish, smart team. Kyrie Thomas, SG, Creighton, an excellent shooter who plays hard, but his college accomplishments do not measure up to a first-round selection. Mitchell Robinson, C, Western Kentucky, he didn't play in college last season after leaving Western Kentucky just a few days after classes started. No other college would take him. I guess there's a dependability question. Zanan Musa, SG, Cedevita Zagreb, Croatia, he's billed as a scorer, so we have to assume he'd be a reliable three-point shooter. Josh Okogie, SG, Georgia Tech, another player who impressed NBA evaluators after his college season ended. My thought, he was the leading scorer on a team that lost to Boston College twice. DeAnthony Melton, SG, USC, he sat out last season after an FBI investigation implicated an assistant coach at USC. He averaged 8.3 ppg as a freshman. Dante DiVincenzo, SG, Villanova, he exploded in the Final Four as was named Most Outstanding Player of the NCAA Tournament. An outstanding shooter, he's also an excellent athlete who can run the floor. Aaron Holiday, PG, UCLA, an ultra-quick point guard who has excellent vision and finds open teammates. A team player who came off the bench for one season so Lonzo Ball could start and didn't publicly complain. Raul Elkins, SG, Arizona, he was hindered by a foot injury last season at Arizona but has the look of a rugged NBA defender. Jalen Brunson, PG, Villanova, arguably the best player in college basketball last season. Not the greatest athlete, he succeeds with the Phi Beta Kappa approach to the game. Moritz Wagner, PF, Michigan, another big guy who fits in today's NBA, he's a solid outside shooter with size, 6'11". Foot speed could be an issue. By Taboola sponsored links promoted links. You may like Vikings. Free online game. Play this for 1 minute and see why everyone is addicted. Vikings. Free online game. Win the throne. Free online game. Play this for 2 minutes and see why everyone is addicted. Throne. Free online game. Undubab, a language expert, shares the secret to learning a language in 20 minutes. Adebab Blinkist. Reading these 5 books will change your life. Blinkist. Enda comedy trash. 35 watches no one can afford. Comedy trash and wa fashionable. 10 great dresses for formal of any fashionable. Undo.